There were four childhood friends named Tom, Sarah, Mike, and Jason. They grew up in the same small town, went to the same schools, and spent countless hours together playing basketball, video games, and exploring the nearby woods. As they got older, they went their separate ways. Tom became a marketing executive for a big company. Sarah became a freelance graphic designer. Mike became a lawyer, and Jason became an engineer. They still kept in touch, but it was harder to find time to hang out as their jobs became more demanding. One day, Tom suggested they all get together for drinks at their old haunt, a local bar that had been around for as long as they could remember. As they caught up and reminisced about old times, they realized that they were all feeling unfulfilled in their current jobs. They were making good money, but something was missing. Tom, always the idea guy, suggested they finally start the business they had always talked about. The others were skeptical at first. They had talked about starting a business together for years, but had never been able to figure out exactly what they wanted to do. But as they talked and brainstormed, they realized that they had a shared passion for social and environmental issues and wanted to create a business that reflected those values. Over the next few months, they met regularly to develop their business plan. Sarah, with her design skills, created a logo and website. Mike, with his legal expertise, helped them navigate the complex legal landscape of starting a business. Jason, with his engineering background, worked on developing a prototype for their product. And Tom, with his marketing know-how, started to build a buzz around their launch. It wasn't easy. There were long hours, disagreements, and setbacks. But they worked together, supporting each other through the tough times and celebrating their successes. Their big idea was to create a line of eco-friendly and sustainable cleaning products. They spent months researching and testing ingredients until they found a formula that was affordable, effective, and safe for the environment. They knew they were competing against bigger, more established brands, but they believed in their product and their values. Finally, the day of their launch arrived. They had a booth at a local farmer's market and were excited to see how people would respond to their products. At first, sales were slow. They were competing against bigger, more established brands, and it was hard to get noticed. But as they talked to customers and shared their passion for their product, something started to shift. People were drawn to their energy and enthusiasm and began to try their products. By the end of the day, they had sold out of everything they had brought. They were exhausted, but exhilarated. They knew they still had a long way to go, but they also knew that they had created something special. Over the next few months, their business grew slowly but steadily. They started to get orders from local stores and restaurants, and even got a mention in a local newspaper. They reinvested their profits into their business, constantly tweaking and refining their products and their branding. As their business grew, so did their sense of purpose. They were no longer just working for a paycheck. They were working to make a difference in the world. They donated a portion of their profits to local environmental organizations and started to participate in community cleanup events. They felt like they were part of something bigger than themselves. It wasn't always easy. There were times when they questioned whether they were doing the right thing, whether they were making a big enough impact. But whenever they felt doubt creeping in, they would look at each other and remember why they started this business in the first place.